What if your child suddenly feels like they've made the wrong career choice after years of pursuing it? They start saying things like, I think I made a mistake, or this just does not feel like me anymore. But here is the tough part. What if the new path they want also does not align with their real strengths? As a parent, how do you support them without getting trapped between emotion and logic? This is not rare. It's more common than we think. Hi, I'm Indu Ishwarappa, a career coach and educator who works closely with students and their families to bring real clarity to career decisions. Not based on peer pressure, not based on just trends, but based on who the student really is. Over the years, I have seen how a wrong fit decision, often made from fear or influence, can snowball. One course leads to another. One decision shapes the next, and suddenly the child feels stuck and parents feel helpless. Then comes the next wave of confusion. Should we switch courses? Try again? Is this a phase or a deeper shift? These are not just emotional questions. They need structure, insight, and deep understanding. Today's story is a perfect example of how things can unfold and what can go right when we pause and reflect. A little while ago, I worked with a young woman called Dolly. She was 21 from Bangalore, strong-willed, smart, and always willing to help those around her. On the surface, everything looked fine. She had completed her design degree and was now saying she wanted to switch to engineering. But when I met her, she said, I just want to do something more substantial. I felt something did not sit right. I could see it was not frustration, it was restlessness. Her parents were equally not at peace. They remembered how strong she was in science during her school, but they also knew she had not seemed fully content in her current path. They came to me looking for clarity. Was this switch a real step forward or just another escape route? And that's where my work really begins. Not just helping students pivot, but helping them understand whether they are running towards something meaningful or just away from something that's not working. If your child is questioning their current path, it can feel overwhelming because this is not just about switching courses. It's about time, investment, self-worth. You wonder, are we too late? Are we making another mistake? What if they end up even more lost? And in this pressure, families either say yes too quickly or shut things down out of fear. Neither option really helps. The truth is, switching is not the problem. Switching without clarity is. That's why a pause here can save later years. Because if your child is asking for a do-over, you owe it to them and to yourself to understand what truly fits. Let me show you what happened with Dolly and what it taught all of us. Here you will also discover how to spot the difference between a reaction and a real calling, especially when your child wants to change direction. You will see how we worked with Dolly, who wanted to leave her design course and move into engineering, only to realize that neither of the options truly reflected her strengths. We'll explore how we used structured assessments, unpacked hidden drivers, and discovered a direction that's surprised even her. By the end, you will learn what to do when your child wants to pivot but still feels lost. Because supporting a change is easy, supporting the right change takes insight. Let's get into it. Let me tell you a bit more about Dolly. She was from an upper middle class family in Bangalore, bright, expressive, and people oriented. After class 12, she chose a design course, not because she loved it, but because her friends thought it would be easier than science. Her parents had always seen her as a science kid. She was good at math, a strong student. But Dolly, she just wanted to stay close to her peer group. As the years passed, reality set in. She felt her designs were not getting appreciated. She started feeling left out. Her confidence slowly chipped away. That's when she said, I want to do engineering. I want to do something more solid. Her parents were concerned. Was this a serious decision or just a reaction to feeling excluded? They brought her to me looking for logic. What I saw was layered. Dolly was smart. She had potential, but her decisions, even now, were still being shaped by other people. She didn't want exploration. She wanted approval. And that's where many students get stuck. They think they're choosing, but often they're just chasing the next yes. That's when we had to change the lens, not to say what's right or wrong, but to reflect what truly fits her. With Dolly, the first thing we did was step back from the engineering question entirely. Instead, I asked, what are you really looking for in a career? We used a structured approach with multi-layered tools to explore her cognitive strengths, how she processes information, her social style and energy patterns, her deeper motivations, long-term fit with emerging career clusters. What emerged was eye-opening. Yes, Dolly had strong logical skills, but what stood out even more was her people orientation. She was confident under pressure, she made decisions quickly, she had natural leadership potential, and she thrived when she could create real-world impact, not through product design or tech, but through managing systems, solving social problems, and influencing outcomes. That's when we explored a path she had never considered before: administrative services. She was surprised. Me, civil services? But as we broke it down, it started making sense. Highly structured environment, deep problem solving, logical reasoning and decision making, long-term societal impact, public-facing, people-centric role, it all aligned with her values and strengths far more than engineering or design ever had. But here is the hard part. When I shared this with her, Dolly shut down. Not because it wasn't a good fit, but because she had already made up her mind. She came in seeking confirmation, not clarity. And when a student walks in with a fixed mindset, even the best insight can feel like rejection. So I didn't push. Instead, I held space. I told her, you don't have to decide today. But whenever you're ready, I'll still be here. And this mirror will still be true. Because career coaching is not about forcing a choice. It's about showing you who you are and when you're ready to see it. If this story resonated with you, subscribe to Classroom Dreams to Joyful Professions. And if your child is feeling confused or restless about their current path, we have put together a free resource to help, the Neuroscience Powered Decision Mapper. It has helped hundreds of families uncover real strengths, rethink choices, and approach career decisions with confidence. And if you want to dive deeper into how to use this checklist effectively, be sure to check out Career Crafting Conversations episode 13 by Preeti Durga, where we break it down step by step because the right career is not picked in panic, but it's discovered with clarity. I'm Indu Ishwarappa. I help students and parents navigate career decisions with calm, clarity, and care because when we stop rushing and start reflecting, we move from confusion to confidence. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, stay curious, stay kind, and trust the process. It's not just about getting ahead, it's about finding where you truly belong.